Hey you guys, girls, and everyone in between. Things sometimes be stupid. I'm just gonna say that if you guys come back, great. If you guys don't come back, then I'll leave this stream. But yeah, this is just a continuation of what I was doing before things decided to crash. Community tab. Wait, I'm still trying to figure out this community tab thingy, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to channel, community tab, video, my YouTube videos, this video, hey yo, I'm back. I'm back. Internet crashed. But I'm back. For the love of technology. So yeah, oh man, gotta love technical difficulties. It's the things that keep the world going round, apparently. I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with what I was drawing before life got stupid on me. There we go. But I'm on a different... Okay, it fixed itself. Hello, Mr. Waffles. Great. Now due to the crash my internet decided to put on me, it is now deciding to give me different people-ish. Yeah. But yeah. So Mr. Waffles, what kind of shorts do you do? I'm gonna put spider webs on this too. I really like this symmetry rotate pen. Like, why does it make such good spider webs? I don't even know. I've been using the crap out of it lately. But yeah, I can't believe even the Odd Ones Out is streaming today. Wow. Welcome back at Rebellious Pastry. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of ats, they're now having like, I think they've always had this, but like, now they're having unique, channel handles. So, if you at Rebellious Pastry, you're most definitely gonna get me. Still, apparently. But no matter what, if you're talking to Rebellious Pastry, you're talking to me. No matter if there's a unique URL, or not URL, but like, unless there's like with I threw myself off topic, even with my own thoughts. What a scary concept. But, so now, even if someone were to try to go ahead and have, like, at Rebellious Pastry with the channel handles, they couldn't do it. And, if you at Rebellious Pastry, you at me. If you want someone else, do not at Rebellious Pastry. In other words. Which, I do find it interesting how a lot of animators have like animations in their name. Or animation somewhere in their name, like the animation station, unless we shorten it to TAS. And we also, like, the animator Nate, most of Team Chicken Leg probably has animations in their name. I feel like, let's see here. I'm gonna check. So, who all do we have on here? Carlos Dat Animator. If I Was Cool does not have. Mista Busta don't have animation after their name. Maybe it's less than I feel like, but there's still like a lot of animators with animations as a part of their name. But let's see here. As far as Rebellious Pastry goes, if I said Rebellious Pastry Animations, then that would be that'd be even more of a mouthful to go ahead and say. Like, to heck with it. My name is already enough of a handful. I will now hear this. Melvin number 2 will launch tomorrow. Interesting. But if I were to add animations to my name, then it'd be even more impossible to say the entire thing. When most people just call me Pastry, which honestly, sometimes I even forget that the rebellious part is in my name. So, way to go there. Way to go there, Pastry. You forgot your own first name. But that's beside the point. But some people would treat Pastry as a for first name. I treat Pastry as a last name. Apparently Rebellious Pastry has 2 last names for no apparent reason. Because Rebellious is the first name. Pastry is the last name. Because, think about it, Mama Pastry. And then Pastry, and then Animations would also be a last name. Because Rebellious Animations Pastry would not make sense. So technically, Rebellious Pastry is a character with 2 last names. But yeah, one could say Pastry's a middle name. But then again, if we were to say Pastry's a middle name, then Mama Pastry wouldn't make sense. So yeah, imagine if I just randomly decided to post that on the community tab. Fun fact, Rebellious Pastry has 2 last names, Pastry and Animations. But yeah. Oh. Sorry I went silent there for a second. Someone was screaming in the hallway. Now hear ye, now hear ye. But yeah. I'm surprised random screaming in the hallways isn't more common here. But another video idea I have is what crazy things happen while I work on videos. Which surprisingly, a lot of crazy things happen while I'm working on videos. Like what you're doing, working on a video. Like if you were to ask me, most generally, what am I doing? It's either homework or working on a video or chilling out with friends. Or streaming. But I would still say streaming is working on a video. So, like, what are you doing working on a video? But yeah, Another thing I need to do when I have some time is redo my merch, which I told the animation station, which this is actually true. Apparently, whatchamacallit? Teespring does not like to work on Chrome. And guess who has a Windows? Me! I have a Windows. And I'm like, hey Tass, what browser do you use? Which, that may sound like a weird question, but apparently if you try to do Teespring on Chrome, then it'll crash the crap out of everything. So I was like, freaking like Teespring. But yeah, Jaden posted a video. Heck yeah. Is it another asexual video? Why is everyone doing something today? Am I just not that unoriginal? No, it's a gaming video. But let's see here. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say this about Jaden too. I feel like Jaden also lost her original ambition of like storytime animation. She veered off into gaming, which I guess that's a little better than the odd ones out, but I still feel like she could be telling more stories about her life. But here's the thing. Do you guess what Jaden Animations did? Jaden Animations only made one video about being an arrow ace. Guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna make more videos about being an arrow ace. So Jaden pretty much left a huge pocket of all these different videos I could be doing. Like, Jaden literally left the topic of being an arrow ace so freaking open to where I could still be like the most arrow acey storytime animator ever. How's that? But fun fact, I posted my Airways video before her Airways video. So would that mean I'm the original, or would that mean out of everyone we know about, I'm the original Airways? Or is Jaden the original Airways? But yeah. Hello, the head ninja. But yeah. Let's see here. Ton of people are streaming and I have 5 people. Wow. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be going more into Airways, being an Airways than her. Which it is very fascinating to be an Airways in a world where almost no one is an Airways, because like because we understand the world differently than non-Airways. Because like someone is like, I need a romantic partner, and then Airways be like, not understanding why it'd be a need. But yeah, it's definitely interesting. Like, I honestly feel like it's very interesting to hear things from an Airways' point of view, because they tend to think differently than most of the population. But yeah, one thing I do like to imagine is, imagine if the roles were reversed. Imagine if there was, I prefer her old Storytime animations. Yeah, I honestly feel like, as far as how my content goes, I feel like I'm more of like the modern The Odd Ones Out, but the main difference between me and The Odd Ones Out is he has social anxiety and I don't. Yes, sometimes I get nervous talking to people, but that's just because of probably when, mostly it's when I was like so zoned into making videos, and when I first branch out into the real world again, it's like I'm kind of zoned out unless I have like caffeine or something. But yeah. I definitely feel like that most of the Storytime animators pretty much just busted up the Storytime animation, like not like in a bad way, or like not in like a totally destroyed it way, but like they literally let it like deravel, and I feel like it's unfair to the community they started. They literally started a Storytime animation community and literally just like let it unravel because it wasn't because they weren't into it anymore. Other than like, yeah, it's just like, I feel like if you really cared about your genre of YouTube, then like one day inevitably all channels are gonna go ahead and just lose their steam and just completely just like derail. But the most responsible thing is be like, hey, look at these channels that are wanting to continue doing the same thing. I know that they're not as high as me, but they're still keeping the legacy that I started going, you know? Like let's say one day I end up deciding that I wanted to do something other than Storytime animation with my life. I would probably this would probably not be for a long time, but like when the time came, if TAS was still going strong, I'd be like, hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and quit YouTube. Why don't you guys go ahead and check out TAS and a whole huge list of people lower than me to keep the like genre going. Because it's like, it's kind of disrespectful what they did to like the genre. I know I kind of touched more on like what they personally did, but now I'm going to like the entire genre. How what they did is affecting the entire genre. But yeah, I can totally understand how social anxiety would suck. I have a feeling at VidCon, if me and Tass were to ever go together, I have a feeling I'd be the one ordering the food, which would be fine with me. But yeah. I can understand how it sucks. I just have never really had it. Social anxiety is actually a pretty big thing when it comes to the Storytime animators, because it's like, I spend all this time animating so that I don't even know, but, where I was going with that, but it's like, I spend all this time animating. I'm gonna try this again. I spend all this time animating so that I can go ahead and share things with people without having to go ahead and like show my face. Now, originally why I decided to go ahead and start with Storytime animation, which this is not included in the Y pastry video, but I hate the camera. I hate being cameraed. If, like, I'm fine if you want to go ahead and record my audio, but if you want to record my, I just don't like people recording my face, if you know what I mean. And animation just gives a way for me to go ahead and share what I want to say without having to go ahead and worry about showing my face. It actually started, I think, oh yeah, I'm not quite sure how many people I think this was part of the Y pastry video, but I pretty much started my animation career thinking I was cis. Nope. Apparently not. And it was like one of those like, why do I hate the way I look? Oh right. Apparently it's because I was dressing up as the wrong gender. Or as a gender, I mean. As a gender that, or dressing up as like male or female. And for a while it's like I was trying to conform to a gender that just didn't work. As I said in both Y pastry, as I said in growing up as non-binary. But yeah, but I would say that every Storytime animator's reason for why they animate is different. And that's why we have multiple channels. Like, if we all were to just sit here and say the same thing, then over half of these channels wouldn't exist. Because, like, I don't want to watch 50 people say the exact same thing. Even if, like, let's give the whole My Random Thoughts video. Like, over, I don't know how many people did that video, but no matter how many people did that video, there's always room for another one. And it's just like, no one's gonna ever say the same thing. Like, think about back when Jaden and Tim Tom did the exact same video. The exact same story around the exact same time, and they both had different things to say about that one story. If you really do think about it, no two lives are identical at all. Because it's like, or like, two people's experiences. Like, yes, like, even think about like identical twins. Not even they have the same experiences. It's crazy how many different things, or how many different like viewpoints there are. How But yeah. When it comes to Storytime animators, there's always going to be room for others. Now, the problem would be like, and I've already seen this problem across multiple different channels, but like I've actually never ran into this problem at all. But okay, maybe once, but like the whole character design thing, like oh man. I was about to pull something dumb. I was about to say, how old is too old is too old. How old is too old? For trick or treating. There we go. Finally, I got things to actually work in my favor. Yeah. I have only one more drawing to do, and then I'm gonna end the stream. But yeah. And then I'm gonna go ahead and probably call Red and to make sure they're okay, because they were supposed to go ahead and hop on air today, but I didn't say anything about them hopping on air today because I was gonna do this regardless of if they were gonna hop on or not. But or depending on how I'm feeling about life, I might go ahead and work on another video. But it just depends on how I'm feeling after this. But I honestly would say, considering that I did everything on air, and the fact that but yeah, I'm gonna cross that bridge when I get there. But, yeah, so, let's see. How long have I been streaming according to this? So, I'm reaching 3 hours. 3 hours without a guest. And 3 hours with a guest, with no guest, and 1 bathroom break. I think that's pretty good. If I, like, and I honestly feel like this is going to be more of an if at this point, but if I chose to do 24-hour, then, I'd probably do, like, different guests on at different times, just so that no one other than me would have to deal with 24 hours. And like I said, with the early birds and the night owls, I'd have the early birds sign up for the early slots, and I'd have the night owls sign up for the later slots. But yeah. Um, um, do you guys have anything else to talk about? Oh man. I'm just now realizing how I'm probably not going to be able to last more than 4 hours without a guest, because it's like with a guest, with at least one guest, you have something to bounce off of. But when it comes to not having a guest, then you pretty much have only yourself and your own devices to go ahead and go off of. So that table is way too long. But even good things have to come to an end sometimes. But yeah, there, that's better for a table. But yeah, I'm honestly gonna be completely honest, and yeah, yeah, alrighty, I think I'm actually gonna end here because I'm just like crashing into an animation wall. I'm gonna go ahead and like do other things for the channel, or even off the channel. But yeah, this is it for today. Please do the crap that out, or damn, I need to remember that I have a new outro. I platonically